Fantastic Cupcakes, Meg Shadow here. Today I'm going to do a long-awaited corset collection video. Now, I didn't feel like I had enough high-quality corsets in my collection to do a corset collection video, but now I have around 4 high-quality, maybe 1 or 2 mid-grade, about 5 what I would consider fashion corsets, meaning they look really great. They might even give you kind of a good shape, but it's plastic boning, so it's not going to be anything that's going to actually be waist training, and it's just basically for looks. So I'm going to show you kind of from least best quality to the best quality, and I'm going to try to tell you where I got them as I go, if I can remember, because some of these I've had for a while. Now, these are not all of the corsets I've had in my lifetime. I mean, obviously, clothing pieces come and go. I used to be a little bigger, well, a lot bigger, so going from like a size large down to now I wear a size small, I have gotten rid of a lot of really nice clothes, and it makes me so sad to think about how many hundreds of dollars of clothing I pretty much just gave away, and honestly to somebody who probably just sold them. So I didn't want to think about that. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. I know a lot of people have asked about this, and I will also offer a little bit of advice when I get to the nicer quality corsets, because sizing questions have come to me, and waist training questions and stuff like that. So I'll kind of answer those when I get into the more waist training type corsets. And also I will input or insert video throughout of trying them on so that you can tell what they look like, kind of the difference between them. You should be able to see. So let's go ahead and get started with some of the fashion type corsets. So starting off, this is one that I really love, and I wore it in a photo shoot one time and got a little bit of fake blood on it that has not come out, and I still am hoping to get some stain remover and get that out. I haven't actually tried yet. But this is kind of just a fashion corset I got at the Halloween store, and I just really love the print on it. It's damask and skulls, and I also have a matching skirt. It's not best quality material, and actually the back is mesh, but this is just a really cute top, and I really love it, and I hate to get rid of it, but the quality is not that great. You can see the boning is plastic, so it's very flexible. So while it does give more shape than, say, a t-shirt or even a dress like this might, it's not like corset quality really, but they do consider this a corset, so it's more of a fashion corset to me. The next one has gotten a lot of use because it's just so versatile, and really I use this to give shape to dresses such as this that might have, might be a little baggy. I've even worn this over t-shirts and stuff like that, so I have gotten a lot of use out of this because it does give quite a nice shape, even though the boning is really flexible. Now, this is steel boning, and this is kind of what you're going to run into with a lot of the corsets on eBay, which is where I got this. This was super cheap, and for the money, you cannot beat this. But the fabric is very thin, and a lot of the nicer corsets that I'll show you, the fabric is actually doubled, which is really nice, and the steel is less flexible than this. So even though you might consider this maybe a mid-grade quality, I would still consider it a fashion corset, because it is mainly just for looks, but it does give a really nice shape in the moment. Now this one obviously is a fashion corset. This one just basically gives a good shape. It's a cute little top. It reminded me of the carnival, so some of you might remember, I think I had this in a thrift haul, but it's just really cutely detailed. And yes, I found this at a thrift store, and I couldn't pass it up when I found it, but it again does have the plastic boning. Yet another one I found at the thrift store. This I got because it reminded me a little bit of Dita Von Teese, something like kind of 40s-ish, very pin-up vibes from this one. This I actually found at the thrift store, like I said, and it is made by BB, or Bebe, I don't know how you say that. Looks like it used to have straps, it does not now. It has plastic boning and it does have a very nice shape, and the details are really nice. But again, this is just a fashion corset. It's just meant to be worn basically for looks. It doesn't actually suck you in. This is the last of the fashion corsets. This is another one that I got on eBay, and I really love the look of this corset. It is very cheaply made, and I didn't look to be this cheaply made when I bought it, but it was very cheap, so I'm not surprised about it, and I did get it on eBay, so what can you do? But this one is really, really pretty, and I really love lavender and red together. I don't know why. So I really do love this, and I haven't worn it out yet because I haven't had it for very long, but I just love the shape in the middle. It really makes your waist look smaller, and this one does again have the steel bone in it, but you can just feel that it's very thin material like the other one, and it's not double paned. It's very nice. So now back to the only mid-grade corset that I really have. This is another eBay find, but honestly the reason that I rate this one above the others, even though it is a little thinner than some of the others that I have that I would rate above, like high quality, this one has been very durable. I've had it for years, and I really love it. This one is plastic boned, and it is finally one of the little pieces of boning is coming out of it. But I've had this one for probably going on 8 years. So it's shown nowhere besides that, and I think the plastic just started coming out in the last year or so. But I really love this one, and it's close to my heart. It really is. So even though this one might be a fashion corset, I would still rank this mid-grade because it's not going to suck you in, but it is definitely going to give you a very nice shape, and it is pretty durable. So with these last ones, I guess I'm just going to go oldest to newest. These are all what I would consider to be high-grade corsets. These are handmade. These are using only the best materials. They're actually thick. They actually will suck you in for sure. Okay, so this is one of the very first high-grade corsets that I ever had. I had a couple others when I was bigger, and this was the first one that I got when I lost weight. So this is made of completely just leather, basically, and studs. These rivets go straight through, and it has these latches on the top. Now, I know that there's a lot of corsets on eBay and Corset Story that have these latches, but I don't think that they're as nicely made as this one, because you can kind of see that this one's handmade. Where the Corset Story ones, I'll get to that in a minute, but they don't seem quite as high quality as these handmade ones. This next one, I got it actually the same place that I got that one, and that's actually the Renaissance Festival. They hand make all the corsets there, and there are a lot of pictures of me wearing this one. It is my absolute favorite. This one has the closures in the front, and then the leather buckles over, and it's got buttons down the sides, and the pattern is just beautiful. It does lace up the back. Now what I'm talking about with the fabric, as you can see, it's double-sided. You can see how thick it is, and in comparison, kind of how thin this one is. It also has double boning, which means whenever there's one piece of steel, there's actually two, which gives a really great shape and does tend to cinch you in very nicely. You can actually waist train with these corsets because they are so well made. So yeah, this is probably my all-time favorite and still remains to this day my favorite corset. Now to my two newest. So I was gonna do an unbagging of these, but I received them about a week ago and I wanted to go ahead and try them on and kind of give you a full review of them, is what I decided. So these were buy one get one free. These were $80 each, which is much cheaper than the previous two that I showed you. And for the quality, really, you can't beat it. I'm gonna try to lace this one up in the front to show you what it looks like. Okay, so as far as, you know, corsets that actually will cinch you in, I would almost rank this a mid-level corset, but that's for my body type. Okay, so this one is really nice. It's gorgeous. It's got snap closures in front, and where the other one had buckles, this one has a lace up in front as well. This one also has straps that are non-removable, but that's fine, and it's got little ties on each strap that you can loosen and tighten as you need to. I did need to loosen them a little bit because I am kind of tall. And it does have lacing on the back. As with the other one, this one is double boned in most places, not all. I wouldn't even say most, like one place is double boned. But it does have hip panels, which is really nice. So the reason that I got this particular one, besides the fact that it is absolutely gorgeous, as you can see, is looked like it would be good for a tall person. So because my waist is kind of long actually, and I am curvy already, I don't need to create a shape. I just kind of need to cinch mine in a bit and exaggerate it. So that's what I really thought this one was going to do, because it did have the hip panels, which would be perfect since I have hips. I'm not just straight. But really, this one is too short in length for the hip panels to actually hit my hips. They hit right above my hips, which basically makes it look like after my hips I have this other like, I don't know, curve going on. And I'm not really all about that, so I'm gonna have to be careful what I wear this with, I think. And you'll probably see that in the video. But it is a really nice corset, and that's just kind of my body type not being right for this. And also I had to loosen the straps so that it would sit a little farther down, but that's fine as well. But I will get wear out of this. I just don't think it's going to be my all-time favorite one like the other one is. Okay, so lastly, I got an underbust corset. I have tried this on. It does fit a little better than the other one. It is all the way loosened, basically, just because I have to take it off by myself. So this is what it looks like in the front. Again, very, very nicely made. While it's not double boned, the boning is actually much thicker than a lot of the boning on some that I've seen, so that's really, really nice. It does have a thicker material, just like the others, and it does have a panel, nice thick panel in the back, where if the sides don't quite meet, or you have to loosen it up for any reason, you don't really notice it that much with the panel, which is always nice. So this one is really, really pretty, and it's a blue, dark blue and black damask, and you almost can't see the blue unless you like move in the light. So that's really, really pretty. I do love this corset, and I think that I'm going to be wearing it quite a bit. So I am in love with this. The last two, that one and the one with the straps that I said is a little too short, did come from Corset Story. So their corsets do seem to be great quality. I would watch the sizing specifically. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.